welcome back to another video. Today I have another exclusive Black Series figure, this time in the form of Clone Commander Obi-Wan. Really excited for this figure. I think this figure received a lot of hype and people were super pumped when it initially got announced. Having realistic Clone Wars figures is something that I think fans really enjoy, myself included. So this one is an exclusive to Walgreens. If you are outside of the US, if you have Walgreens, I'm assuming it's exclusive there. If not, you're probably going to find it at like a Toys R Us, maybe in Canada or another place over in Europe. But very cool. Really excited about this Obi-Wan. Again, I think that he's really neat. Would love to see a like Clone Commander Anakin or something real life action Anakin from the Clone Wars version to match this Obi-Wan here. This is another gift from my husband for our anniversary, which was super sweet. He did awesome nailing these exclusives this time around, and I am super excited about this guy. Just like all the other Black Series figures, just the standard ones is a red backing and then black forefront. A picture of the character here, the name and description. Star Wars The Black Series. On the side we have the name. On the back we just have a description, a little description, nothing new. I only read them if they're like super new usually, but this is just talking about Obi-Wan and the Clone Wars. And then on the side we know it's an exclusive because it does not come numbered. Now, once upon a time, these exclusives from Walgreens used to have Walgreens stickers, and they seem to have done away with that. Pretty much with any Black Series figure, they don't include a sticker anymore, which is kind of disappointing. People really like those exclusive stickers, I think. And that's, I think, what makes Funko Pop, in a way, so popular. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and break into this Obi-Wan, because I'm really excited to review him for you guys, so stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, so here is Clone Commander Obi-Wan out of the packaging. I think he's a pretty extraordinary figure, but before we go into him, I do want to show the accessories. He does come here with his lightsaber, which is just the standard Obi-Wan lightsaber, and hilt, I should say, and then blue blade. They do remove. This one is actually removes pretty easily. The silver parts on it are actually cast in a really flat matte gray, which is kind of interesting. That is not the general molding color for Obi-Wan's lightsaber hilt. Hopefully you can pick that up. Kind of interesting. It definitely looks like a plastic hilt versus a metal hilt because of that choice in color. But I'm not going to complain. It's going to be in his hand and partly covered there. This exclusive came with a Black Series stand, the triangle, the Dorito stand that some people are calling them, which is really interesting to me because IG-11, who I also have for Best Buy, he did not come with a stand. And maybe it's because since they make these Dorito stands able to fit the front of the foot, that's something that, you know, IG-88 obviously, or IG-11 obviously couldn't do. The only other stand I have is the one for the wet Clone Trooper disguised Luke Skywalker. I really like the thought of the stand. I think they're pretty sleek and they're white, or I guess clear, which is really nice. They just are really awkward. Like if you're going to make a stand, put peg holes in it, because having only one foot on here means you have to pose the figure on the stand or he's going to be gimpy because his leg difference is going to be like that. So that's just something to complain about from me, but I do like that they include a stand for the exclusive versions. Kind of wish it said Obi-Wan, but that's okay. It does say Star Wars The Black Series, which is really cool. So you do get a stand with this guy. Let's just make sure really quick that it fits his foot okay. I think that they're standard. So yeah, it definitely fits his foot pretty tight. I have a little bit of issue, yeah, really tight actually. I have a little bit of issue with the Luke Skywalker not wanting to stay on his foot very well, but this guy's got wider feet, so. Alright, and taking a look at Obi-Wan, you can tell right off the bat that his face looks amazing to me. They use the photoreal imagery for Hasbro right now, so they do a very good job capturing actors' faces. I think that they maybe over-blushed his cheeks just a little bit. He definitely looks a little bit red in the face. But overall, I definitely think that you get a look of Ewan McGregor from episode 3. I think it looks fantastic. Very good. I really like the way the hair is sculpted as well. Definitely looks like Obi-Wan's hair, and I say that because comparing the faces between our original episode 3 Obi-Wan and this Obi-Wan is just strikingly different. Like, holy cow. Even the hair, his lightsaber just fell off. Even the hair is really different too. So that's why I say I like the sculpt. I mean, that's just insane, guys. That is crazy. Really appreciate Hasbro's efforts on that part. Yeah, so I think that they're doing a fantastic job with this photoreal. Stunning, honestly, truly. And I really like the beard. The beard looks fantastic. So there's that. It does follow into his, like, since he's wearing Clone Trooper armor, he's got a black neck because of the body glove that fits underneath. And then, of course, he's got his normal standard Clone Trooper armor. This could work for phase 1 or 2, technically. We are not given a helmet, which I kind of also want to complain about because I think the helmet's really cool. But I really like the way the cape is. It's a pretty heavy material. It looks like it's going to keep from fraying, that they have glued the ends. And it's pretty heavy, so it lays really well. See, it's got a weight to it. And then that also forms, it's actually one solid piece. So that's really interesting. But I don't mind it, honestly. I like the way it goes through these little catches here and follows through. It just looks really cool, very regal. I definitely would like follow Obi-Wan into battle if he's like wearing my armor and is like a Jedi. I think that's like the freaking coolest thing ever. His belt does move a little bit. It's a little bit jiggly. But overall, just fantastic. I really like this figure, guys. I think they did a great job on the face. And he does come with the standard hands. Comes with the standard hand, so he's got, this is going to be my pointer, he's got a blaster hand and then a lightsaber hand. Would have been nice if he had a force hand, which they only sometimes tend to include. Let's see if I can put it in his hand real quick. Yeah, definitely has a firm fit, which is good. Something that you want. Again, the gray looks kind of weird, but you do have a small peg hole on the side here that you can remove the blade and put the lightsaber hilt on if you so desire. He's very nice and shiny, though he is not a newbie because obviously he's a seasoned Jedi at this point. And I really like the way he looks. I really like the clone armor edition and done in the Black Series form. I just think it looks fantastic. But anyways, in terms of articulation, he does have an articulated head. He's going to have articulated shoulders, but they really don't move up any further than this because we've got the shoulder armor blocking it. But they do go up or sideways. The elbow is double pinned. So you have this full articulation, which again is a little bit impaired by the elbow armor. That's just something that's going to happen with clone troopers and then Jedi dressed as clone troopers. He does have a swivel wrist, which, yeah, really only a swivel wrist. It kind of bends in, but it doesn't want to stay. The upper part of the torso bends. However, I'd be a little bit careful and cautious since we do have these parts of Obi-Wan or his cloak attached. You could break that loose by chance because these pieces here are pretty thin. He does have fully articulated thighs, again impaired by armor, double pinned knees, and then ankles as well. So he has full articulation, which is really nice. Let me fix his skirt here. And he's got a really nice cloak that I personally really enjoy. I think that it lays pretty well. You can't get much more premium than that with the Black Series. I think General Grievous's cloak is really premium, but when you start to get that thick, then you have issues with it laying down properly. So I think that this is really their sweet spot when it comes to cloaks, and I think that it looks good enough, honestly. For a $20 Black Series figure, I think it definitely does the job, and I love the way that they have it connected, that it's actually one whole piece. That looks pretty cool, in my opinion. I don't know, I like it. When you move the cloak, though, you gotta get it to readjust it to lay okay in the back, because it tends to want to lay a little bit funny. But I mean, just stunning figure in my opinion. I think that the photo, real imaging, whatever, it just looks really good on this figure. Like, I feel like this looks so much like Ewan McGregor, and maybe it's because I just compared it to the original Black Series one where I was like, whoo! But this looks fantastic. So anyways, that's been this review, guys. Let me know what you think about this figure in the comments. Is it one you're looking to pick up? Is it one you have? I definitely have seen him now at a couple Walgreens, so he doesn't seem to be too hard to find. Hopefully he will remain that way for, globally. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching my videos. And stay tuned. I always have more coming. Bye, guys.